Welcome to the Linguistics Show, where we talk about life, love, and everything else. There's always something to talk about with this couple, so you never know what may come out of their mouth.
Okay.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Linguistics Show. We're here with Jason and Carol.
Yeah, you threw me on a curveball right there. I was not prepared.
Okay.
Yo, I was not prepared for you to flip that. Like, I'm used to, Carol, this is Jason.
I'm being spontaneous
I
because
appreciate
I'm not good at that and you are, so I'm learning from you by being more spontaneous.
I appreciate that.
But we are here with some special guests.
Yup.
We have Will and Sherri.
Hello.
Hello.
Insert applause.
Yes,
insert
we'll
applause.
insert applause. And so this is a 2-part series or episode on finding love at different stages and different ways of finding love.
Yeah, we want to talk about that because we've talked about how me and Carol met a million times, and
We met very, very young.
Very young, and for some people that's the traditional love story, right? Like you meet your mate in college and y'all go through your trials and tribulations and you figure it out and you have kids and things work out, blase blah. But that's not like that all the time. It doesn't work out like that all the time, and lots of times you start off like that and then it doesn't work out, and then you meet people later on. And so we decided that it would be a good look for us to get perspective on different types of relationships, not just different types of relationships, but because we talk about the way that we met so often and the circumstances around that, we wanted to talk about the ways that other people meet, and to encourage people. If your current situation, you may think, oh, I don't know, that's non-traditional, I don't know if I feel a certain kind of way about that. No, that's cool. It doesn't matter how that happened. It matters how it serves you and how it makes you feel.
I love that perspective. And so also, since it's almost Veterans Day, it's also really important to recognize our awesome guests, Will and Sherri.
Yes, it is.
For serving our country. And so we'll give y'all
Thank
a
you for
real
your service.
clap for that.
Thank you for your service. Appreciate y'all.
And then on that note, let's just learn more about y'all as individuals before we get into the actual real questions.
Who are these people I got in my house?
So who wants to go first? Will or Sherri? About maybe like a little bit about who you are.
Go ahead, Book.
I got it. Ladies first.
Okay, so Will says ladies first, but Sherri's finger was pointing.
Well, a little bit about me. I am almost 40. Have 2 kids. Served in the Air Force. Only did 6 years. And then
Only 6
Yeah, 'cause I was thinking only
six.
That's a lot.
well, because when he talks, he's gonna be like, "Oh, I did 20."
Okay, so I see the comparison.
So, yeah.
21 and 9 months.
Okay.
21.
Get it right.
He's starting already. I didn't move around that much outside of just like stateside, different states within the United States. He's probably did a couple of overseas. Well, I know he's done a couple of overseas tours. But I'm a happy-go-lucky person. I'm straightforward. We're exact opposites. Complete opposites. That's just a little bit about me.
Okay.
Pass the mic. Tap.
You gotta talk now.
Yeah, no choice, huh? Well, so,
Your name?
yeah. I'm Willie. As she said earlier, served in the Air Force 21 years. I have 2 girls.
21 years.
23-year-old and a 17-year-old.
Okay.
One graduates in December. Another one,
You count down.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah.
Another one just started her freshman year in North Carolina A&T.
Okay,
Okay, that's what's up. HBCU.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah. So 2 college bills. We can't wait to get that.
Oh man.
You
Man,
definitely
you just-
counting down to December.
You just
Yes,
warmed
I
me
am.
up for that.
The other one graduates.
Yeah, you just warmed me up for that. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
So yeah, that's a little brief introduction to.
He has a house with a white picket fence.
Really, you do?
No, it's black. Only covers the backyard.
Okay, it could be white. I don't know. So Will and Sherri, as you just heard, were both in the military, and so we definitely thank y'all for your service and commitment. Jason and I were not in the armed forces, but we definitely give a lot of respect and kudos to those who did serve.
Kudos.
Thank you.
We both have family who have served as well, and so like my uncle was in the Air Force, so I'm definitely much appreciative of y'all service, that's for sure.
Thank you.
So let's learn a little bit about how y'all met. So, Sherri and Will, how did y'all meet?
She stalked me online.
Oh, stalked them online, man.
I honestly think it was the other way around.
Oh,
There's always
he
two
so he climbed in the DMs? Is like that's how that happened?
Well,
Slid.
Sort of.
Slid. That was the slide. Slide in the DM.
We actually met on Tinder.
Okay.
Back in, it was before pandemic, 2019. 2019.
PC before COVID.
I had, before COVID.
Before COVID.
I had been on and off of different dating apps because it just was not the thing for me. I had did Tagged. I had did I can't even think. I did a couple of Facebook dating wasn't even around when I was doing that on and off. But my girlfriend was meeting guys on there. And I was such a homebody and I would not go out. She was like, this is the only place you're going to meet a man.
On the internet.
On the internet.
On the internet. On the interwebs.
On the internet.
On the Lord's internet. That's the only way you can go.
So I started trying to force myself to go out to meet people and stuff like that. But then every time I went out, I found bums. So, I gave it a try. I actually quit about 4 or 5 times before I finally met him. And the last time was only because my girlfriend was like, girl, let me just redo your profile.
Okay.
And she did my profile. But I was so a stickler on what I did not want, such as you can't smoke. You gotta come with your own kids and your own baggage. Your kid can't be no younger than my kid. At that time, Maya was 10, I think.
That's specific.
Because I ain't want no baby mama drama.
Right. True. I like the concept of having your friend work on your profile. Is that similar to your friend come and tighten up your resume?
Right.
When you try to get a job, your friend, hey yo, can you come tighten up my resume? I feel like you always got a good job.
Right.
Hey, no, okay, I feel you. Go ahead.
Because it's being as straightforward as I was, it was this. She was like, girl, it's not even interesting at all. So she did it. And he slid into the DMs. Boom.
Okay, so all it took was like a little tweak of your profile, and then you got bam.
I actually paid, like with Tinder, if you pay for like a upgrade, you will weed out like a whole bunch of different people, different men.
Hey, go ahead.
Yeah, so I got tired of swiping left or right. I can't even remember which ones, because it was like a daily job to swipe left or right. So I was like, let me do this little free trial thing to see how it works. So it would automatically show me people that already liked my profile.
Okay.
So that cut out at least a good 75% of them. So when I started doing that, I was like, okay, this is a whole lot better. So I think I continued the next month. Fast forward, I met him. I met some other bums along the way. But hold on.
Not me. I had an incomplete. The free version.
Okay.
Oh.
So we had the paid version and then the non-paid version.
Wait, what? The non-paid version?
That's what
And he is right. His shit was incomplete. Incomplete. He had one picture of him.
All right.
Was it even a picture of you up there? I think it might have been a side profile or something. And then it was a picture of the freaking motorcycle. I was like, this dude
Hey, that makes sense. That makes sense, man.
I was like,
Going
this
for
ain't
the
even a
target
real
audience,
person.
right?
I'm getting catfished. I don't even, So I talked to him for like a little bit, via the little chat that you have on there, because you can only connect, you can only talk if both of y'all liked each other, if both of y'all swiped left or right or whatever it was. So that was the only way of communication. So then we started chatting, and after a while I was like, nah, he ain't real, because he looked kind of good on his picture. But it looks a little bit too good to be true. I need you to follow your rules, Sherri. If it's something too good, if it looks too good to be true, it's too good to be true. So I think you hit me back up again, and then I was like, well, I guess I'll meet up with you.
You give it a shot.
I give it a shot. And then we ended up meeting at he let me pick it, and we met at what's it called? Port Tobacco Marina. Yeah, that was my spot then.
Okay.
So I was like, let's go somewhere where it ain't a lot of us.
Right.
So if something happened, they gonna see that it happened.
There was a black woman, and they were here. I didn't see them. Has anyone seen them?
So that was my thought process in my head. Something pop over, they gonna see it, and they gonna tell.
They were like, they're missing.
Right.
Smart.
So when I pulled up, I got there just as he was getting out the car and walking up. So I was like, oh, okay, he does look like his profile picture. I'm not being catfished. But what's wrong with him? So,
Man, why already? I'm sorry. You had to. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No. I'm sorry. I had to speak up for my mans because I just be wondering. I'm not trying to stop the story because the story's important. We want to build the narrative. Why is it gotta be something wrong with him? Why we gotta come with the thought process? Now, I think this all leads into what we're getting into. But like, why is it the thought process of what's wrong with him?
Because I had dealt with so much foolishness.
Okay.
And I tried to always give the person the benefit of the doubt. I had got to the point where like, something must be wrong with him. He must got like 6 kids, 6 different baby mothers. He ain't got nothing going for him. He lied to me about something. In my head is he lied to me about something before I even gave him a chance. Okay. But I'm gonna make him tell the other half of the story since he being quiet.
Let me just ask you a quick question before you answer well. So then, like, with your thinking that like you must be like either lying about something, or did that kind of thought come from?
Just from the other foolishness that I had dealt with, me hanging with, me going on previous dates before Will, and one time like talking to a person for like 3 months or so, and then he just like totally ghosted me. And I was so confused. To me, I need to figure out why you ghosted me. Why you ghost me? So at some point I was just like, man, all these bums is liars.
Okay, yes, it was just past history. Got you. Okay.
Correct. Boom. What happened when we got into
Port Tobacco? You gonna pass them like the wheel?
He gonna give you a PG short and simple version. What happened when we got in there?
We met at the bar. Started having our conversation. What?
Go ahead.
Started having conversation, and then that's it. Been together since then.
Look, we got the rabbit, and that was how it happened.
That was a very short version for Will.
Got the rabbit, and that was how it happened.
We literally.
And then she told me she waited outside and was watching, but.
Wait a minute, she waited outside.
But my profile was empty, so there was nothing I was lying about. I didn't put nothing on there, so I didn't lie about anything. You ain't lying.
It didn't have no wording.
It was just
the picture. There was no
Yeah, you can't lie about the picture. Well, no, you can lie about the picture.
It was just an empty,
like a
really
bio. You tell something about yourself. I didn't have that.
He didn't put no
really had nothing.
That nigga literally has Will.
The only thing had my real name on. Maybe it didn't.
It did. It said Willie.
Oh, okay.
And that's why I thought it was a lie. Ain't no nigga named Willie.
He an old man. He like in his 70s.
And downloaded somebody's picture and put it on fucking shit.
And been on somebody's Instagram and
hey nephew, show me how to put this picture on the thing. Show me how to.
But you were just getting from work because you had on work clothes. So I was like, oh, okay. He dressed nice. He ain't got nothing sagging off of him. It was good. So he gave you the short and sweet version, but we were in there for a while talking though.
Okay, so it was good conversation. Like y'all, okay, I want to assume many things. So like, did y'all have like an instant kind of connection, or did you have to like let it grow over time?
Did we have an instant connection? Look at me blinking.
Just the pressure.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would like to think we did. Because afterwards you were like, you had to leave to go pick up Kai or Mia. And then you hit me up later and was like, when's the next date or something? When can we go on a date or something?
No, we had one scheduled already. It was a football game.
We did not have that shit scheduled.
Yeah, you did. You said you wanted to meet before we go to the football game.
Oh, is that what it said?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that was the meet. She was trying to make sure I was real then.
Okay. So it was the day before the real day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
we ended up going to a the Redskins Baltimore preseason game.
Okay.
And I had the dream seat tickets.
I don't know-
Oh
I know
yeah,
what
no, that
means.
was like all the way right up
We
by
are
the
on-
field.
we're at the first
right
seat.
by the field.
Okay.
Yeah, which are horrible seats, by the way.
You can't see none.
I can't see shit.
But because you're right down
No,
there,
you
that
can't say
wide
nothing.
right.
Everybody's in your
You
way.
gotta be at least like 6-7 rows up to see
Right.
the field.
All the cheerleaders in your way, the flag that
Oh,
they're
so you don't
flying
see
is in
nothing.
your
all
way.
the stuff, and then
Oh,
every
I see.
player is like 6'5", like you can't see none of it.
Right, so I'm looking at the screen the whole time, and I'm sitting right on the field, but I'm looking at the screen. I was like, yeah, I don't like this anymore. But he was late.
Where they gave you free hot dogs.
He was late
Free
coming.
hot dogs. That was your consolation. Free hot dogs. Okay. Hey, whatever works.
They did get free hot dogs and free soda, was it? Did we?
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with
I
that.
said,
The
man,
only thing you get for free at FedEx Field is your car broke into.
you ain't never lied about it.
That's why they go to Ravens games, man. We don't go to our games. But anyway, so given a perspective on how y'all met, meeting in your 30s, obviously we know me and Carol met in our 20s. We were some youngins. We were some
We were in
babies.
college.
We were some
way
babies.
young.
We were some babies. So obviously, the story we met in class. Like just how a lot of people in their 20s met. You meet just kind of randomly with the stuff that you're kind of just doing at the time. So y'all met online. Had y'all tried to meet other people outside of that kind of venue before? Like, how did that go? Just for people who happen to be in their 30s and are trying to meet folks. Like, I've heard from a lot of my friends that dating in their 30s is tough.
It is.
Dating in your 30s is tough. Like, that's what a lot of my friends in their 30s, most of my friends in their 30s, and they tell me that. So, how have y'all tried different things before before you went online to do that? Or was it just something that just kind of was more convenient?
They.
Yeah, a little bit of both. Yeah.
Yeah.
Both. Combination of both.
Yeah.
Yeah, just the other ones wasn't no connection there, so.
I agree.
And then tried this out of the convenience.
Okay.
Because I was transitioning from the military and starting a new job, so I really didn't have time. So that was very convenient.
Right,
On
and
a little
see-
lunch break, get on the phone, look,
Okay.
swipe.
Hold
or
on, so I'm
something.
just a lunch break. Really?
Oh man! But see, like from our perspective, you gotta understand. Like we met in our 20s. We met in
We met in class.
2000.
Yep, 2000.
2000, 22 years ago. There were barely phones
Yeah.
that had internet access back then. So the concept of dating online wasn't even a thing. Like you had like Black Planet. This was like
Oh my God!
Remember that?
I met
Remember
somebody
that?
off of Black Planet too.
Okay.
Yeah.
this was
That
like
MySpace.
this was like the beginning of like this was pre-Facebook, all that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like there was no like I'm always curious when I meet people and I talk to people and y'all meet in different ways because we're like the last of
The
my
last of the
friends
Mohicans.
seriously of my friends. I have one of my friends who met his significant other through a more traditional means, just
Oh,
kind of
yeah,
bumped
yeah,
just kind of
girls.
bumped into them through various means, and it just so happens to be a relative of somebody else that we all know, and so it's cool, right? But like everybody else I know, they're all going through what y'all went through, and so like I'm just kind of curious as to how that really worked for y'all. I'm glad it worked for y'all because y'all both cool, and I'm glad it worked for y'all. But I am curious like how that really does work for people. How do y'all meet? How does the whole, you went through the whole process, man. I had to get somebody to tighten up my resume. You went through the whole process and told us what they had to do. But I just I do wonder about like how people meet through different ways, and then also the circumstances behind how y'all met. Because again, now, even though me and Carol may have met the traditional way, like, oh, you're college sweethearts, all, and we met in class and stuff like that, you know, our circumstances were different. Obviously, we're in our 20s, we're young, we don't got nothing going on. When y'all met, y'all in your 30s and grown and have whole lives and have lived and have traveled around the world and done all this stuff before y'all met. So talk to us about like how that perspective of seeing the whole world and already knowing some shit before you meet somebody helps to guide your decision-making process, because we were babies when we met. It just so happened that we vibe so hard that it just tends to work out.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, I would say the my first and only ex-husband, we met that way.
Why you say it like that? My first and only. My first and only.
Because it ain't gonna be another ex.
Hey!
We met the traditional way. So
Okay.
I did all of that, you know, school and yada yada yada. So it really was hard to actually put myself out there, and it's almost like putting everything out there. Hey, this is me. Do you like me? Versus somebody getting to know you first and hanging out with you and so forth like that. You know, a lot of times online, you have to tell damn near everything about you before they be like, oh, okay, she's interesting, if they don't just automatically think, you know, oh, you're cute. Let me holler at you. But I don't know how it was with him.
So then how was it for you, Will? Like as far as like having already traveled and already have like lived your life, you already were married before and already had children. So like how did that shape how you looked at dating?
It can be the challenge because you already know. You go in a set way, you know what you want. Like, hey, I'm not gonna deal with this. Don't want to put up with this again. Don't want to do this. Don't want any kids again. Like, I already have kids, so that person got to be willing to, like, you got to have kids already, or let them know, like, hey,
Be locked, tied, glued, and screwed.
Do you think it's harder, though, to find someone when you've already made your mind up on, like, basically your standards are way higher now because you've been through some shit? Like, again, getting with somebody in your 30s versus getting with somebody in your early 20s. Like, I say all the time, oh yeah, I've been through some shit. I ain't been through nothing.
yeah, I think it is.
But till then, like, I mean, I had a rough childhood, and I did some things in my teens and my early 20s. But I'm not gonna sit here and say like I was a whole adult with kids and traveled the world like y'all did. So that's what I'm saying. I'm wondering, does that make it harder?
Yeah, that probably go back to, like you say, your friends say with the struggle. They set in their ways, another person already set in their ways. Like, hey, I don't want to put up with that.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I can been by myself all this time and used to my freedom or my peace. Not bringing nobody else in and interrupt that. So.
Word. Like that's an interesting perspective, because that's something that and when we get the perspective from our other guests who had met in their 40s, so they met on the back half of their situation, and then that's all just cruise control and having fun, right? That's what we think. That's what I'm going to ask them. Is that all just cruise control? Is all y'all do is just go out and have fun and go on trips and shit, and like y'all
like
retired?
Their kids are, like,
that's what y'all do?
They're grown, like they're in their mid and late 20s, so like they're like totally empty nesters.
Can't wait. Like, can't wait.
Yeah, I can't
just
wait
like just like he was talking about on Friday, we walk around naked around the house. Like, can't wait, man. Can't wait, man. Can't wait. Sorry.
I have
Sorry,
the younger
everybody. Sorry, everybody.
You're good.
Hey, I know.
I have
Anyway.
the younger of the
What is
four,
that, Sherri?
so it's probably waiting on me. I have a 12-year-old and a 20-year-old.
Ooh. That 12 gonna be there before you know it, because we be remembering our oldest as like a little one, and she walk around here like a grown woman. I'd be like, who is this woman in my house? Like, oh my goodness.
So then Will's kids are in college. For your children, Sherri, you have one who's 20 and one who's 12. So then how has that been, like, with the blending of two different sets of kids? And so, like, have you had any challenges with that, or like what has worked well as well? Because
So I'll
we
throw
got
a
some
joke
people
out
may
there.
know what we want to know.
When I've always been protective of whenever I was dating anyone. I never would let them come to my house. They didn't know where I live. I would just meet them. I couldn't do a traditional come pick me up from my house and we'll roll out. No, I don't. The world is crazy. You're not gonna know where I live. I'll holler at you. I'll be there. I'll meet you there. Plus, if I don't like you, I can get in my car and go home.
Right.
So when Will finally started coming around, that was a big deal for me when I finally let him come in the house and hang around and then be around the children. Maya tells one of my girlfriend's mother, "Oh, I'm not worrying about him because he's not going to be around long."
Oh, she was adamant. She was like, "No, he's gonna be out the way."
When they told me that, I was so shocked because I was like, "What?" She acting like I done bought like 500 acres in and out of here. Like, my mama just, they come in and out or something like that. I'm like, why would you think that? And I guess it just, they have been so used to just me. Me and them.
Right.
Whenever we do anything, wherever we go somewhere, it was just me and them. Whenever I dated somebody and it was somebody hard, it was like a long distance relationship. So they would come probably for like a week, out of 1 or 2 months, and they would see him and then they would be gone.
Okay.
So, and then I really didn't talk to them about who I really was dating. So in their head, oh, he gone, he ain't coming back around no more.
Okay.
But when Will was consistent in just coming over all the time, it took some time for my children, I don't know about his, but my children to be okay with him. And I think more so my son than my daughter.
I had a question I was going to ask you.
Yeah.
Was it your son or your daughter? And you had the more of a got to get used to it.
Yeah, mine was like, I like him, but I don't like him. That was just her. That's her stance. Yeah.
Right.
But Trey was real standoffish with him. So Will, he used to give me those encouraging words where he'd be like, "Oh, I'm just going to let him know that I'm here and I ain't going nowhere." I ain't heard that shit in a while. But
Right. Ain't gotta do that.
You already solidified that joint, Sherri.
Right.
Yeah. So then, how about you, Will? Like,
And my
did your
kids
girls have any?
No, they were
Right.
older, so they looked at it. That's more free time for themselves. They can.
Okay.
I'm not bothering them. That's
Right.
probably what
They
they
were
looked
like,
at
okay,
it.
Dad's
Yeah,
doing
like Dad's
his
out the
thing.
house.
give me the car keys.
Like
I'm
Dad's
gone. So, or I can go with my friends. So they didn't really care at all.
and I really like his girls. They were very welcoming.
Okay.
That part's got to
It's
be
really good to
important.
hear
That's
that was
got to be
refreshing.
important.
Yeah, because I would say I was a little bit nervous in the beginning. I was like, well, they're older. Are they going to like me? Who knows what type of influence or anything that they may have. But I'm like, hey, all I can be is me.
Yep. I think you're awesome.
Woo-hoo. You think I'm awesome today?
It's recording, so whatever. So look, when y'all got kids who are older, our oldest is 15. So we're just now getting into so it's really happened this year more
Leaving
than any
them
other
home.
year, where we can just go on dates again. It used to be just like a hassle and we'd be worried. No, I'm saying I'd be worried about what's going on in my house. Is somebody breaking in my house, or my kids got guys over my house, or what make it happen, right? And so when y'all got older kids, like, that's not a barrier no more. That's got to be like so free to just be like, guess what, I'm going on a date, here go $20, y'all order a pizza, figure it out.
So that's exactly what I do. I usually will order it before I walk out the door, or once I get to his house, I'll be ordering it there before we going wherever we're going.
Right.
But yeah, it is a beautiful thing, especially with my oldest being 20. So even if he goes out with his friends, he's generally in the area.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, go check on your sister. But we got both dogs at the house. We got the alarm system. I got the cameras in there.
Word.
So I feel a whole lot more comfortable going out, because date night, he knows I am. It's a must. Because my attention span is like squirrel. So I need, I need date night.
No, we just had date night this past weekend. We spent basically the weekend out Navy Yard.
Okay.
And so that was pretty cool. A bunch of restaurants and stuff they built up down there. It's really
for
nice.
The free room.
Yeah, thanks for looking out for that. That was dope. But yeah, that's just something that I was wondering. Just so happened my mom was in town. So my mom was with the girls, so we weren't. So I felt a little bit better. This is a me problem as a dad of daughters.
But I totally get it though.
This is a me. This is a me problem as the boy who was sneaking in a girl house 20 to 30 years ago. 30 years ago, I was the man. I was the boy sneaking in.
But you didn't think your other kids would tell?
The youngest one actually.
The youngest will tell.
She's a messenger. Yeah, she would definitely.
The youngest will tell. Angie, on the other hand, Angie's enterprising. She's gonna blackmail her.
Yes,
our middle is gonna blackmail her. She's enterprising. She's like, all right, I won't tell, but you're gonna have to do my laundry for the next month or whatever. Like that's our middle. And the crazy thing is, she listens to the podcast, so you're gonna have to delete that part completely because her ass is gonna do the shit. She's gonna do the shit. She's gonna do the shit because she's gonna be like, watch Aaliyah doing like 3 loads of laundry. She gonna wake up at 5 in the morning with church music playing and shit. Church music playing. All my life I had to fight. Like it could be Aaliyah. Like, why, young? What are you doing? You 15? What's wrong? I gotta do all this laundry. I don't know.
Absolutely, date night is a must. So, we enjoy. What are we in? Chinatown.
Yes.
We really enjoyed Chinatown because we went on. When we first started dating, we went to this. I don't even know the name of it, but I know it when I see it. In Chinatown, where we went and got the oodles and noodles is what I keep calling. He told me stop saying.
Oh man, ramen. So what? Ramen. Noodles and Company. Y'all went to Noodles.
No. We went not in Chinatown.
That's why I'm like, yeah. What did you talk about? When you say oodles and noodles,
it's authentic.
It was the authentic, yeah.
Man, that's our experience when you go to Chinatown, but we still call it oodles and noodles. That's us experience.
And he was like, "Don't do that."
Right. Don't do that.
So, and then he was legit eating them with chopsticks. So I tried.
Ain't that the way ain't that the way you're supposed to? Right. That's what you're supposed to
I tried.
Wait,
man, them noodles was slipping and sliding. Like, can I get a fork?
Yeah.
Please. Excuse me. Can I get a fork? But it was really, that was a really, really good date night type thing.
Word.
So we continue to do that every so often.
Anywhere except for the movies because she go to sleep.
You want to care, you can recline.
Hey, bro. So at the beginning of our relationship, my significant other, the person that I'm related to by marriage, she embraced my love of cinema. That's actually one of my things. I love movies. I watch any movie, anytime, any place. You just turn it on and just watch it. Let's watch it. And I'm the nigga that's gonna critique the movie. I might talk a little bit during it, but that's because I'm like, young, I'm into the plot. I'm into the story, the whole night, right? So that was our thing when we first started dating, was we went to movies every week. We went to a movie every week, and I turned her on to a lot of stuff. She turned me on to a lot of stuff, based on our various movie tastes or what have you. So that's interesting when you say you don't want to go to the movies, because back in the day, she would stay up.
Because we didn't have any kids back then.
No, I ain't get there yet.
I had no obligations.
After the first one, we go to the movies, and halfway through, she fall out. After the second one, we get like through a quarter of the movie, baby girl fall out, and I'm just watching the movie by myself. By the time
they pause because you be tapping me.
Yeah, that is true.
I know we're in public, but I'm like, dang,
that is true. I'll be like, wake your ass up. Stop wasting my damn movie money. Wasting my movie money.
That sound like him.
Wasting my movie. I could have been in the house.
Now I be wanting to go. But if the movie's intro is dry, I'm out.
You can't do nothing about that. You can't do nothing about that. You really can't. And so, to a certain extent, going to the movies is kind of a roll of the dice as far as like a date night scenario.
The lights is out, the mood is right, and AMC in Charles County you know, them seats reclining.
Yeah, you can be real.
And then I'm coming in with my blanket.
Hey.
It is cold in there with you. So, for the record, she brings her blanket from the corner to her recliner seat at the movie theater.
For all of you people out there, if you go to the movies in St. Charles and you see someone with a blanket,
Yep, it's Sherri. But like, hey guys, hey.
no, I wasn't gonna say no. Hey girl, I was gonna say consider going to a different show. Consider a different show time.
My head is not underneath the blankets.
Hey Mo, ain't nobody said that, Mo. Hey dog, hey, toast to that. Cheers, toast to that.
I'm actually I love movies. I am more so of the horror movie. I love anything horror. He likes.
I don't like horror.
He doesn't like horrors. He likes. What's them things? Marvel and,
Okay,
and,
it's like
and
the whole,
what's the other one?
Comic.
Yeah.
Behind you got a whole cookout.
Right. So I like them, but it's some that I like.
I know
So
y'all
it got to
gonna
start
see
off with
Black
a
Panther.
bang,
Right. True. Okay.
and then I'm up. But me horror, I am in tune, honey.
That was a thing when we were. So again, it's a different era, and that's why we have y'all on in particular, because we are the poster child for this modern era. People in their 40s, 30s, 40s, 50s, whatever. Because we dated in the 90s, 2000s. We dated the pre-social media era. We dated the pre-smartphone era, where I legitimately had to remember this chick's phone number.
Yeah.
I had to legitimately had to write that shit in my notebook. I had to write her phone number down.
You're right, because you tell me right now what's Will's number? I don't know.
No, so like that's the thing. Like I tell my kids all the time, that's the thing. Is like I used to remember people's phone numbers. They'd be like, "You remember phone numbers? I just plug it in the phone." Like, what? You remember phone numbers? You can remember 10 numbers? Yes, I can remember 10 numbers.
I'm like, that's normal.
And I can agree with you, because back then I did, because we didn't have a choice.
Right.
You didn't have
But
a choice.
now I just click on his picture, and that's it.
Click on the picture.
So
Wow.
if he was to call on somebody else's phone that I happen to have or something, I might remember the area code. But I don't remember his. Let me tell you something. I remember that license plate though.
Hey Mo, hey, you gotta go ahead and sweep your car for Apple. Sweep your car
For air tags.
Look, for air tags. Go ahead and sweep your jump for air tags real quick. But no, the reason I'm saying that is because again, like that is the point of this episode, the part 1 to part 2, is that we've talked about our situation a lot, and I know that our situation does fit for a lot of people, but it doesn't fit for a lot of people. It doesn't fit for a lot of people, and knowing who our peers are, it's maybe 1, 2 that are similar to our story, but the overwhelming majority.
One.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's similar
And you're
to
gonna be
our
guessed later
story.
down the road.
Like my friend, similar to our story, like similar, but outside of that, nah.
And to still be together, that's the key.
And so that's what I'm saying is like, the point is like we were talking about going to the movies. Back in the 2000s, that was the vibe. We went to the movies, then we went and got a bite, then we went to the go-go, or we went to the club, and then we went to the strip club, and then we went to the hotel. And so, well, we ain't going. Look, we ain't going. We went to the dorm room. So what I'm saying is, it's like I'm curious as to, does that bother? I mean, not really bother y'all, but does the being in our same age group? So you remember when shit was a little bit more chill.
Yep.
You remember when stuff was a little bit more chill. Does the current era, before y'all were together, the current era and how y'all were dating and trying to meet each other, like how does that? I'm struggling, even trying to think how to ask the question I'm asking, because the reason is just like, again, like bumped into her in class. We talked, we worked on a couple projects together, bumped into you on the yard. Next thing you know, we talking, we hanging out.
Because you're in the crosswalk, just blocking up traffic. I'm thinking it's gonna
that's not the point. The point is that it's different for us dating in our 20s in the 2000s
Yes.
versus people dating in their 30s as established adults in the 2020s.
You have careers, you have children,
Correct.
you've already been.
And I just that was the whole purpose. Like, that was the whole purpose to have y'all on more than anything else, was to encourage folks, to let them know that even when you get, because I got friends who've given up. I got friends who are in their 30s who have flat out given
And I was
up.
one of those. I literally was one of those that be like, man, they catch me where they catch me. If I see them and the vibe is good, then we, talk and link it up later. But if you really don't go out, like I was just so focused on taking my daughter here to this practice, taking my son here to this practice. Maybe the coach was trying to holler or something then, and I'm like, man, you very get out my face. You know? It really was no real initiative to find a man, and I really wasn't trying to find a man.
I've said that to you many times. I don't want to interrupt you.
Go ahead.
But I've said that to her many times. You always find the shit you're looking for when you ain't looking for it.
Correct.
You always find the shit you're looking for when you ain't looking for it.
Because I had given up.
I wasn't
that's
looking.
when my
Look,
girlfriend
I
was
wasn't
like, blah, blah,
looking
blah,
for her when I met her ass. Like, you always find the shit you looking for when you ain't looking for it. Lose your keys, I guarantee you. Stop looking for them, you find them.
They
So-
just sitting there.
I do have a question. What you're saying about mean the traditional, do you think it's this area or this region? Because we have so many like professional transit that's in this area.
That's a
so
great
diverse.
question. That's a great
'Cause
question.
I can go back home and I still see a lot of people the same way. And
That's
maybe
a
because
great-
I'm from a small town.
That's a great question. So, I think it's actually a lot more to do with the time era, like being pre-social media, than it is to being in the DMV, because in this area in particular, it is very transient, and so you're gonna meet people from all around the world, and so that just happens, like just randomly you're gonna bump into somebody on a train, and they from a whole nother part of the world, and you never would have thought you would have met them. I'm just from a little small part of the hood, part of the DMV, you know what I mean? And so I don't know that it's as much of a how would I say that? I don't know that it's as much of a thing of it being from where we're from as much as from when we're from. You feel me? Like 2000 is way different than 2020, 2022, 2021, 2020, 2019. You know what I mean? Way different as far as just the day-to-day stuff you deal with, on top of this. Like, I'm sitting here thinking just the random stuff that I deal with on a daily basis that we never dealt with when we were younger, like Facebook. You know what I
All that
mean? Like
social media.
just the distractions that would be around you. Just the stuff that would be around you on a daily basis. It just, like, if I would have bumped into Carol, like, I'm,
Now versus 22 years ago.
I can't say we would be together or not, because I don't know. Like, it's a totally different era, different ball game, and that's why, like I said, when we get to our second set of guests, because they met even later in life than y'all did. Like, I really do wonder if that matters. It's not just the time when you meet, but the time in general when you meet, like the present. So yes, we were in our 20s, but we were in our 20s in the year 2000.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that was the beginning of our relationship. And, our circumstances notwithstanding, I think that has a lot to do with why we're so compatible today, because we didn't have to try to figure out why we were compatible. We just, it was one of those things. It's just like, you know how it was.
And it wasn't
dating in the
easy just to be
90s
like,
or the
swipe
2000s.
left, and I'm gonna find me another
Right.
nigga.
Like, they didn't have an app where I could pull up my phone and find
Right.
everybody who looked good and everybody who think I look good and roll from there.
I
didn't have nothing like that. I was in the streets
I
and
agree.
had to go talk to people.
Actually
And
don't.
I'm socially awkward. You wouldn't know because I've had a few cups of tequila.
So is Willie.
I've had a few I've had a few glasses of tequila, so I'm not socially awkward now. I'm in my own house. I can say what the fuck I want. But the point is that, like, yo, that's hard back in the day. Now y'all got a whole app for the shit.
Yeah.
That's hard.
Just click your button.
Do you understand? Women never have understood the significance of the thought process that goes behind the fear of rejection as it
Did you
pertains
have
to
that?
approaching women.
Did you have that? Well, you didn't have that because it was online. So
That's just like my point.
Right.
That's my point. Is that like Young? If you don't like me, I'll never know.
correct.
Okay.
I never know.
I just would never respond.
I
to you.
never
Right.
know. Like you just swipe right, or swipe left, whatever. I don't know, cause I never even seen that.
Correct.
But
Yeah.
like I would never know. But back in the day, I'm embarrassed in my face. I gotta wear that for the rest of the day. And then if I see you in the streets at any point, I gotta wear that.
gotta
If I see your girlfriends in the streets, and then we college kids, so that means I can't even be on the yard no more.
Yeah.
God damn, I can't be nowhere around that joint. So like that's what I'm saying. That's the difference I feel between now and then, and where it's a little bit less organic. You do have a lot more control of the situation. And for that, I'm not gonna knock it.
Absolutely.
I'm not gonna knock it. I know people my age that's in their relationships or whatever. I got a friend who's in a long-term relationship with his wife, and even though he's a goofball, he's hyper traditional, and he's like anti all that stuff. Like if you is single and you doing that, you doing it wrong. It's like, bro, like
And that
this
was
is
me,
the game.
though.
This is the playing field we're on. This is the game we're playing. This is the playing field we're on. So play the game. Back in the day, remember when we first got pagers? Oh shit! You know what I'm saying? And then we first
Turn
got cell
upside
phones.
down.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Like
Blackberries.
you had a BlackBerry.
Blackberry.
So that's my point. It's like you gotta play the game on the field that you're on. Like the rules are the rules when you're playing the game. When we were playing the game, we didn't have the rules y'all did.
Yeah.
And so like that's where I'm very appreciative and almost I'm not gonna say how would you say it? Not proud per se, but like I really appreciate what y'all got going on, because you gotta like work at that. That's not something that's just happens.
Oh, that it,
Like
it,
ours
it is a job.
ours was a lot more organic.
I think our generation do have an advantage though, because we know what you're saying, that rejection point, and we can take advantage of the online piece of it.
Mm-hmm.
What I worry about is like my kids' generation, like what they're gonna do, because they don't understand like that person, that face-to-face stuff. So a lot of them, they can do anything online, but once they get in, they freeze up or how to deal with that person.
The whole social face-to-face interaction
Like
that,
everybody's
that us four are used to.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then once you get to that point, like, what are some of the points? So again, we've talked about being in a relationship in our 20s. Obviously, we're not in our 20s anymore. Carol's still 29, apparently.
What do you mean apparently? I am proud to be 41. There's no hiding my age. I'm very, very proud.
I clearly remember that birthday party.
Yes,
At 40.
yes.
Right, that 40. Oh,
That
man.
was a fantastic.
Oh
day.
man, I
I'm
came home from
still
work
living
that
the
night,
year
man.
year after.
Came home from work, came in this house, man. See all these people.
We were done. Done.
Toasted, nicely toasted, nicely
done,
toasted.
done.
Basement.
And I had to make a business decision. Like, okay, let me not get involved with none of this shit and get jumped by all these people and by all these women in my house. I'm not gonna get jumped. I'm gonna be nice. Shake. Hey, congratulations. Here's some champagne.
Yeah,
I'm going upstairs. Good night.
Jason, I don't even recall you coming.
That's so hilarious. Look, and remember we talk about this all the time. Somebody broke their heel off in our driveway, and that shit was up underneath
That
my
was
car.
that Keisha?
Somebody's
Yeah, that
heel
was
was up.
Keisha.
But like,
You're not supposed-
he didn't admit it, but it was like I had to like ask everyone individually, is this your shoe? Is this your shoe? And so like
Cinderella.
everyone has, everyone that I said no wasn't me.
supposed to
So
say
I
that
asked
name
her.
and shit.
She didn't say yes or no, but her answer was clearly yes, but not saying yes. I was like, you threw your shoe under the car?
She ain't throw her shoe, just the heel.
What,
Just the
We
heel.
were done.
Oh, nicely toasted. So I came in the house, and like I said, I came in there and I looked. I was just like, you know what? I'm going to kiki it up. Here's some champagne, and I'm leaving this room.
The DJ was bumping and we was in there
Yes,
dancing.
This did not. And under normal circumstances, a room full of women, I would have sat down and enjoyed myself. But I thought I had to make a business decision. I was just like, this is not the place
And I
for
don't
me
even
right now.
recall the high. know when I text Will, I was like, ooh, I'm lit.
Yeah, so we have a few more things we wanted to just pick your brain on because y'all have so much good advice because y'all met online, you both had kids, both were already married. So with y'all dating in your 30s and being in a committed relationship 3 years later, what are some of the best things about that for you? Y'all met in 2019, still made it through a whole pandemic, and y'all were still together. So, like, what are like some of the highlights?
She felt where I was going before and just kind of picked it up and took it. See that?
Because I had notes.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that vibe.
Yeah, that pandemic in the beginning where it was like, if the person's not living in your household, don't go see them. I was like, look, if we see each other, we ain't together.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because I'm a when we supposed to see each other? When we supposed to? So no, we gonna see each other. We not gonna be in a relationship.
Right.
I need sex.
Sex.
So I'm coming over there before the curfew.
Before the curfew. Lord.
And on my way home, hope that I don't get pulled over.
You remember the curfew? Remember I used to drive around with that paper in my car in case I got pulled over. I had to drive around with paper in my car in case I got pulled over. It's like, no, nigga, I'm at work. Like, I'm coming from work, nigga.
And I didn't have one. I was just so nervous. I'm like,
these police officers don't give a fuck. They realize I'm not pulling this over some shit.
They were like, ma'am, that's not a good reason. You're getting a warning. You're going to jail.
First of all, they not giving her nothing, man. They not doing it, ma'am. Just keep going, thank you. But I would have went to prison. They would have pulled me out the car the whole night.
Sir, I would have had more than COVID at this point.
So then, so how was that? Actually dating during the whole pandemic, because y'all of course wanted to be together because y'all don't live together, but y'all want of course to see each other. So did you feel pressure to try to keep that going, or was it more like, well, be organic and see what happens?
So me, I was, we got to do something. So I started implementing, they started having online paint and sips.
Okay.
So we started doing the online paint and sips. I would run to AC Moore. Was AC Moore still open then? One of them, Michaels. Yeah, I was running to one of them and getting the art supplies and then bring them to the house, and we'll set the computer up and do the paint and sips with, virtually.
Hey, low key, that sounds lit. That sounds lit. I do that shit right now, pandemic or not. I do an online paint and sip right now.
We had a great time because it became competitive,
right?
And it was like, my shit look better than yours. So then we'll call the kids come down. We'll call the kids downstairs and be like, whose look better? So it became really became where we started to learn each other a little bit more and enjoyed each other a little bit more, because it wasn't just let's go out to eat at the restaurant, let's go here, have other stuff to entertain us. We literally had to still continue to remember to talk, to be ourselves, and to enjoy each other.
I love that.
That's dope.
Even though he swear he still beat me in art skills, he ain't got nothing on me.
Yeah, you talk a whole lot of, hey, dog.
And he just listens and smiles.
That's fine. That's
because he knows it's true.
Because that's what we do. Because that's what we do. I can talk all the shit I want because I'm in my house. You know what I mean? I can say what the fuck I want. I'm at home. God damn it. But yeah, no, I feel you. Yeah, that's fine.
So to wrap up this awesome conversation with Will and Sherri, what is some advice that y'all would give to people who are dating after divorce, dating with kids, or dating in their 30s? So I know that's three different things, but y'all can either pick 1, 2, or 3.
I like them 3 bullet points. Can I get one more for the congregation? Dating for, when you're in your 30s and you have kids. And you have multiple situations, but you're trying to get a normal, regular situation put together.
That's a lot.
It's a lot. It's a lot. And so that's something me and Carol, we did not deal with. And so we cannot give advice on that. And so the platform is yours.
I would say just set the ground rules up front.
Hey, dog.
What you're going to deal with, and if they don't, then just go.
You just be like, okay,
Yeah,
sorry,
like,
next, bye.
Because we both knew, like, the kids, both of
If
us,
I could
like,
say
our
his
kids were
name
priority.
right
So
now,
if they couldn't,
set the ground rules up front. If I could say my friend's name right
No,
now,
you cannot. We're not
set
talking
the
about
ground rules up front. God
That's a
damn it.
whole
Thank you.
yeah, so
private
not just because you're trying to
situation
meet
with them.
somebody, like, hey, let me
Right.
play this game, do this.
Right.
No, just set the ground, hey, this is what I'm going to do, want to deal with, and not then.
And that's
next
it. And that's it, right? Because
Like you
you're a
say, swipe
grown
to the
man
next
and you
one, let's
got
go.
things going on, so you can't keep doing. Thank you. Oh man, I just wish he was sitting in a chair, sitting there listening to the shit.
Sure,
I'm about, bruh.
Should have called him and had him
damn
come
it.
sit up. Or it's too late
No,
now.
it's too late now. But the point is, god damn it. Yes, thank you.
I
Thank
will
you.
agree with them
How about you,
wholeheartedly
Sherri?
because
Yeah.
both of us had our. This is what we're going to tolerate. This is what we're not going to tolerate when
Okay.
it came to us, our family, and relationship wise. You know, hey, no, you know, you come over here, it's a package deal. I got a child that might not act right one day and be a jewel the next. You know, I'm running back and forth to this practice and that practice. I might not be able to see you when you want me to see you. I might not be able to hang with you or spend the night or all the type of stuff that you generally would do when you first meet each other, like back in the day when you didn't have any children. You could just hang out and do anything at any
Right.
time. Now it's like, nah, you know, my little one got practice. Nah, I gotta do this. Or he'll be like, nah, I gotta go run and do something for my daughter. And you have to be like, okay, baby, take care of family.
Okay,
You know, but we respect each other enough to not cross that line.
got you.
Word.
Which is so
Word.
important.
Yeah.
To have boundaries set, but then when you have boundaries, to actually honor those boundaries too. So I like really love like how both of y'all set your ground rules. Y'all didn't really waver. Y'all both love each other enough to not let those rules affect y'all. Like,
Well, I ain't gonna lie that we didn't teeter-totter a couple of them.
There it is.
Probably more so me because Will is so
Man.
laid back and chill, you know. But I've always said I am such an alpha female sometimes. I need a man to be like, oh yeah, sit your ass down and chill out a little bit. And I'm okay with that. Because I know if you let me run, I'ma run.
right.
So, but he didn't say it so much in that way. He
said it in like a
he'll give me the
laid-back
look
kinda way.
sometimes. Yeah, I'll be like, oh, all right, my bad.
That's that Samuel L. Jackson look.
My bad.
I love that about
So-
y'all.
That's a vibe. I feel that.
This has been a fantastic episode of the Linguistic Show, just talking about finding love in the different ways and different stages of your life. So, do you have any parting words about what we talked about? Anything that maybe you want to get out before we wrap up this part of our episode?
Man, what?
no part of
Hey, for anybody that's meeting anybody online, you know, do what fits you best. It doesn't work for everyone. It just so happened to end up working for me, I guess, because I found the person. You know, it's a lot of people that I found online that just wasn't the person.
You found him, but that wasn't the one you was looking for.
Correct.
That wasn't
That
what you was
wasn't
looking
the
for.
one for me.
Right.
Right.
They may be for somebody else or for
Correct.
nobody. Who
Right.
knows?
Or for nobody. Or for the streets.
For the streets.
Yeah, they for the streets.
for the
There you go.
streets.
They for everybody.
Yeah, for the streets.
But on a different note, I must say that y'all, Sherri and her daughter had these amazing TikTok videos. I'm like, okay, go ahead, Sherri, go ahead, bye. So, do you want to shout out your TikTok? That would be. I think folks
I don't
can-
even know what it is. It's my daughter be controlling it.
Oh, okay,
Mom,
okay.
go
Okay,
ahead,
so then
dog.
We're gonna find it. Okay,
Tell me you over 30 without telling me you over 30. I don't even know my TikTok. I just be on that motherfucker shaking my ass and shit. I don't even know, and I just be doing this shit. I just be rolling.
She is. She's part of an amazing dance group, dance company that I have enjoyed for the last couple of years. That has helped her bring out some of her insecurities and her shyness that she really has. But when she hits the floor, all that goes out of the window. So when we get home, it's Ma, let's study this TikTok because this is what you're going to do with me. She is extremely frustrated when I can't learn it or I can't remember the count.
Okay, so I'm gonna pause. That's dope. That's dope. And I'm gonna pause, and I'm not gonna make fun. I'm not gonna make fun of it. I'm not gonna make fun of it. That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah, she's good when it comes to that. I eventually learn it, and then she'll usually caption it after the 90th million times, and I'll be like, "Oh, word, that's what we do."
I just sit back and watch. And we got multiple preteen, teenager. I just watch. I just sit back and be like, "Oh yeah, that's nice."
Now I try to get Will to join in every now and then.
No, that's dead.
But he has no rhythm. He ain't got no rhythm.
No. We do that on purpose. You don't understand. No. I almost told on us. I'm sorry. Almost told on us. Nah, we not doing no TikTok video, Slim.
He ain't even gonna dance, honey.
You'd be like, Sherri, you got.
Damn, it was that close. So when I got my own podcast outside of this venue, then I will tell you why I almost told on us. But yes.
Okay.
Mo, she said, okay. Look, Mo, and my shit's gonna be broadcast from all ratchet locations, like from the metro train, from sitting on Branch Avenue stuck in traffic, from like all the most ratchetest locations in the DMV, from the Walmart in Clinton. From the Walmart.
Bad. I tell him he goes to Hood Lion.
Shit, Hood Lion. Yes. Yes, I'm not the only one that calls me Hood Lion.
You at Hood Lion?
I'm not the only one that calls me Hood Lion. I thought I made that shit up. That's hilarious. Hood Lion.
They got everything I need.
I
got everything I need. I be like, oh, I ain't going to Hood Lion.
And I know the aisles.
You missing that?
Hey, that's underrated. That's underrated. When you know where everything is, you in the store and you're out in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
You all be in the store for an hour and a half.
I don't want to go in Hood Lion where they got the security guard at the front. Like, I ain't coming up in there. I'm going to La Plata. I ain't going up in there.
Everybody, yeah, that's the vibes.
So thank you so much, Will and Sherri, for opening up about your relationship, about how y'all met. So we just heard an amazing story about finding love from Will and Sherri. But now, what time is it, Jason?
Time for wordplay?
Yeah, it's time.
Time for wordplay?
It's time for wordplay. Ding, one bell.
Oh, shit, one bell.
So instead of us doing wordplay, it's gonna be Sherri and Will.
Hey.
And so y'all have about 30 to 40 seconds to
30 to 40. She said, "Oh my."
I'm giving no options, not 30, not 40. You got a range, so like y'all can choose your letter, and then will give you the word, and then Sherri will define and spell it, and then vice versa.
I can't wait for that part.
Oh my
I can't
God.
Yeah,
wait for that
so
part.
it's pressure.
There's one thing I've learned about this young lady sitting across from me in the few years that we've known each other is she will say some bullshit.
It's gonna sound really good too.
I can't wait for this. This is gonna be good.
You gotta define it in a sentence.
Define it and use it in a sentence.
OMG.
I guarantee this is gonna be funny.
Okay, babe. So, let's do S, like my name. Close your eyes and no cheating. No, you're cheating.
You cheating though.
You gotta find the S's first.
I'm saying she cheating. Like, he gotta find the S's.
Y'all gotta make sure he don't cheat.
Hey Mo, that's what y'all all steady doing. Worried about whether or not we.
Babe, come on.
Hey dog, this is gonna be fun.
He can't even
Did you
read this shit.
glasses?
You need my contact out my eye?
What's the word?
He can't even pronounce it.
No, I'd say you got an easy one.
What is it?
Do I tell her what it is?
Yeah,
or
you
should I-
gotta tell her the word.
Oh, solitude.
Oh, solitude.
Yeah, so you gotta define it using a sentence.
Before you were dating.
Um,
Solitude. I feel like I'm in spelling bee.
yes.
Yeah, you are. Use it in a sentence.
I don't know. I feel real dumb right now.
Shit.
We know you're
Hey,
good.
look, hey, here go the funny part. She gonna insert the Jeopardy thing behind this
Yes.
shit. So go ahead.
Solitude. S.
You
O.
gotta spell it. No, damn it. No, just gotta define it. What does solitude mean, Slim?
Using a sentence.
Oh shit, she's crying. Oh shit.
It's tears of laughter.
30 seconds up.
You'll be solitude without me. I don't know what to say.
Oh shit, you in solitude without me. Then she used it in a sentence. Bing.
Okay.
She used it in a sentence. Okay, dope. All right, what's the
face was
definition
I am
of
so
solitude?
crying.
What is the definition of solitude?
Without me.
Okay.
Hey,
Boo, I
whoa.
love that. Real life.
Hey, dog, that gets 17 bells. That gets like the reggae horn to 100%. Solitude.
Now this nigga about to go find a real definition. Give me the book. Give me the book.
Solitude means without me.
I love it.
That
Definition.
is
The easy
dope.
word.
How I get that easy word? You fixed
Show
it.
the word, shit.
I ain't sure. Huh?
Yeah, that was your finger. That wasn't my finger. That was your finger.
Okay, so let's get Will's letter.
Give me
Will.
this, baby. I got it.
Get my timer ready because I feel like she's gonna cut you short. So.
Are you really closing your eyes?
You got a letter?
Trying to think what category I'm going in.
You got
Yeah, no,
26
smart.
Gotta get the letter first.
Smart. Pick your
that's
letters.
some-
Smart.
You got
Smart.
26
That's
options.
Smart.
Nah, there's some areas with some words I don't know.
Smart.
A, B,
Let's go
C,
C.
D,
Okay, boom.
C.
She's smart. She's smart.
All right, we're in the
You can't get
C.
too crazy in the C's. I don't know. What can you say?
The light. Craggy.
Wait,
What?
Wait, what?
Craggy.
Craggy.
Okay, there you go, Will.
Craggy.
Shit, I gotta read the definition.
No, you read it.
Oh, I'm reading it in my head,
I don't know what the craggy patty. I don't know.
That shit Mr. Krabs was selling, craggy.
Baby, B, crab B, not craggy.
I know, but I don't know what it
Sure,
means.
you
That shit
improvising right now.
was selling. Mr. Krabs was slanging.
Oh my god. Okay. It's a word I've never heard of. Can I read the definition?
If
Now-
Will don't got it.
Now you can't know. I don't have
No,
it.
you gotta tell me in a sentence. Tell me.
I don't.
Me neither. Tell me in a sentence.
I was craggy when I woke up.
Oh yeah.
She probably appreciate that, right?
Yeah, I do.
You know, because I'm
Rough and rugged.
Because I'm the nigga that's like pressed on words, right? I know what that means.
It's a rough and rugged, so yeah, I'm happy.
Okay.
Wow.
I thought it was about like a rock or something.
No,
Craggy?
it is.
You're like Craig, right?
And all right, we're of the age group. Do y'all remember Nickelodeon?
Yes, of course.
Y'all remember
Yeah.
Gut? Y'all remember Gut?
Yes.
Of course.
Y'all remember the aggro crag?
Yeah,
The
yes.
aggro crag?
Yes.
You know what crag means?
Like a big solid rock.
It's like a like
You thinking like Fraggle Rock, ain't you?
So look, if it's craggy, right? It's mountainous.
Okay, I wouldn't.
Am I wrong? Well, but you close the
What's the
dictionary.
definition?
So by the time
It
we
said
find
rough
the shit,
and rugged.
Oh, you
by
just
the
said
time
that.
we
Okay.
find the shit,
It
Oh, so-
literally said rough and
oh,
rugged.
so like some Timberlands,
Beat
Like-
up ones.
like some Nike
Some
boots,
beat up
like,
ones.
like some Nike boots,
Some-
Glass.
beat up ones.
Ooh.
Hey,
Well, thanks everyone for joining us on this episode of the Linguistic Show. Big thanks again to our guests, Will and Sherri.
thank y'all.
We definitely hope, that people got some insight about, just dating different ways.
Yeah.
And on that note, y'all can check us out on Anchor, on Stitcher, on Spotify. If you got a question or an idea, send us a DM. On that note,
if you want, I just come to your house and just play the tape. Like, if that help you, like, if you're not online and you're not one of them people, I just come to your house and talk shit. Like, if that help you.
and on that note, thanks everybody. Bye.
If you enjoyed this, like, comment,
Subscribe and share to the Linguistic Show.
This has been an Ashangali Enterprises production.
Co-produced by Naomi. Music by Brassville.